Yo, yo, yo. Mm.
Oh, yeah.
It's CTVRadio. Live. In the mix with Biggie.
All right. Excuse me, man. I just had to look into something, notice that we were not playing that music, man. So, hey, look, man, when you figure out new things and you put new things together, sometimes the electronic demons come for you, man. And they do what they do best, and it is okay. So here's the thing, man. I'm sitting here thinking that the music is playing. So I'm like, you know what? I really don't think it's playing, but I think it's playing for us back here. That's over here. And I was grooving. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Real vibes over here, but y'all didn't get to hear it yourself. So you know what we gonna do for y'all, man? We gonna run it back, dog. Cause it don't make any sense for us to go ahead and do all that. And y'all ain't even hear what the hell we was hearing over here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull it up in another way. Cause I always got ways to do this. We doing a special interview tonight. I see y'all coming into the joint right now. Go ahead and buckle your seats. Sit down for a little bit. Say what up, though. That's the most important part. I see everybody's connected. We over on YouTube. We over on Twitch. We over on Twitter. We on TikTok. We on the book. I need y'all to go ahead and hit that. Double tap that screen. Hit the like button. If you over on TikTok, do me a favor. Jump over on YouTube real quick and hit the like button for me to get things moving. We got Monique in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got Monique in the building with us right now. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being here. Let's get back to it, man. Let me show y'all or let y'all hear what we was listening to. All right? Let's go ahead and run it. We got an interview from these guys tonight, man. This is Talk Heavy here on CTV Radio.
Move like the bad man, them. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Do like the bad man, them. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Smooth as the bad man. Show you, baby. Show you, baby. Baby. I go show you, baby. Don't play so light. Show you, baby. Show you, baby. Baby. I go show you, baby. I don't play so light. I wasn't rude, I was assertive. You just didn't like the way I said it. You thought I would sugarcoat it. For who? Nigga, I've been down bad and I ain't lost my damn mind. So many reasons to give up, but I still try. So talk heavy. Show me that you're born ready. From stumble to stumble. Be humble. Be humble. From stumble to stumble. Be humble. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Do like the bad man, them. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Don't play so light. Smooth as the bad man. Show you, baby. Show you, baby. Baby. I go show you, baby. Don't play so light. Show you, baby. Show you, baby. Baby. I go show you, baby. I don't play so light. Play so light.
Oh, yeah.
It's CTVRadio. Live. In the mix with Biggie.
What up, dog? It's your boy, this is Dreams. And you chilling with Biggie on CTVRadio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe. You heard?
Yo, man, you know what time it is.
Yo, what up, though?
What up, though? What up,
It's your
though?
boy, Stone
It's your girl MVP speaks, and you're chilling
Chillin'
with
with
me.
Biggie.
CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe. You heard?
Yo, this is Dim Atlas. You're now tuned to CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe. Peace.
Yeah, man, we got to figure it out. Hey, look, Monica, I think it's you. Because I just turned it up loud ski and I heard everything. You know what I'm saying? So get your YouTube under wrap. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But welcome in. I see everybody pulling up. What up, though? We got way up in the building. We got some dope people in the building right now. We got my brother Ray in the building. Shout out to the team for pulling up. We got a really dope interview for us tonight. We have two amazing artists / producers in the building with us. We're going to be talking to Mr. Graffiti and Chocvillah, and especially about the new EP project that they just dropped, which is called Shades. You just heard the first song off of it, not necessarily the first song off the project, but that was the first song of the night from the project, but actually is the first song of the project. Let me get my shit together. You know what I mean? But we got that song was called Talk Heavy. If you're looking for a different side of music, brightened up, fun, but they got a lot of great things, a lot of good content inside of it as well. This is going to be a project you want to get down with. But not only that, hear how and why they put this project together. So they came together to make this happen. I got connected with these young men here in Minneapolis from a mutual, respectable friend of ours. And since then, Graffiti and myself was like, man, let's get to work. Let's go. Let's put this out. Not put this out, but let's get this together and let's get you sit down in front of the camera and talk about what you guys got going on. And this is the moment that they decided to choose. And I'm excited to have a conversation with them. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring up, you know what I'm saying, two amazing independent artists by the name of Graffiti and the other one by the name of Chocvillah here on CTV Radio. What up, though, fellas? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Yo, how you doing, man?
What's going on? What's going on?
Man, I am doing amazing. I appreciate you asking, man. We got a good time to sit in here to converse a bit. Big shout out to everybody in the building. We got you. We see the team over here on TikTok. We got a bunch of people coming in on all the other platforms. We're streaming on a couple of them right now. So I'm thankful that you guys are chilling with us tonight. So we got a brand new project out. Chocvillah,
Yep.
Graffiti. Before we jump into this new project, Chocvillah, starting with you, tell the people about yourself. Like where you from? What are you doing? Things of that nature. Keep it real great.
Man, well, I'm just a producer from Minnesota, just trying to make something happen here with certain styles of music, and I don't think is very very explored here in Minnesota. And
Sure.
Man, my background, I don't even know where to begin. I just like to make beats out of anime, video games, movies, anything like that. Just kind of inspires me at the moment, and just kind of keep me sharp in all my interests, and kind of just make me make the best of what I can to my ability, you know.
Big facts. Who are some of your who are some of your major inspirations to kind of give you the push towards production instead of artistry? It's still artistry nonetheless, but more of being that artist compared to production, being in a production seat.
Man, I mean, as far as like our actual artists, or just like other things outside of music that influence me.
I mean, anything that got you to say, you know what, I want to produce. I rather produce, like be the back screen creator instead of the front screen creator.
Man, I guess the first thing would be Kanye, because when I think it was I didn't even listen to rap music until probably about like high school, because I mean at the
Sure.
time there was like it was like 50 Cent and like a bunch of like other artists that were doing gangster rap, and it just didn't like flow with me at the time, so I just listened to like hard rock and different other genres. And then it was until like high school I listened to like Kanye West, and I was like, oh snap, like I heard like sped up samples and
Yeah.
like hard drums, and like when I heard like Through the Wire, you know, like probably like 8 bars in, with like within like the second half of the beat, it just like he switches the drums, they hit harder and they change, and it's just like, oh. And I was like, man, I gotta do that. And then I found Jay Dilla shortly after that, and I heard the first song I heard. It was like on a little screen on the side on YouTube, and I was like, Jay Dilla, what is this?
Who is this guy, right?
Yeah, I was like, what is this? Is cool. And it was
Man.
like this Japanese man with like a red sun next to him, and it was like JD Love Japan. And I was like, I played it, and it was actually the first song I heard from JD was Say It. So when I heard Say It, it was like, say it. I was like, yo, you can do
He goes
this.
crazy.
You can make beats that just stand out by themselves. And I was like, man, I gotta do this, you know? So after that, I found more artists, and it just took off from there. So I found Madlib and Black Milk and Dave Naughty, and just a bunch of like really cool people in the scene, and like DiBiase and Low Key, and just a bunch of people that made me want to elevate my music to the next level. Like also like Flying Lotus as well. So I was just infatuated with those guys.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I had to take over for like a hot second.
Okay.
Chocvillah.
Yeah.
Wow. You're not naming just regular schmegular producers. Like, yeah, we start with Kanye, and people probably grabbed on to you and like, oh shit, he like Kanye. And then you went to Jay Dilla, and people look, you really gotta be into music to really rock with a Jay Dilla type of music. You know what I'm saying? Type of a sound. I'm from Detroit, so it's in my blood for Jay Dilla. You feel me? Like that's the era that I grew up in, the music I've been listening to, and I stay stagnant, like I stay involved in, right? And I love that they bring eclectic sounds to all of their music, especially with a Jay Dilla and a Kanye. But then the people that you just went into, Black Milk, others, bruh, you are in a you're touching a different pedigree of music when you rock with them, right? And I love that you're at least talking towards the effect of bringing your own individuality into it. We're gonna get to more of that, but I want to bring in Graffiti a bit and let him kind of talk to who he is and where he's been and how he's gotten to that. Because I got another question to kind of piggyback off of that. So keeping your interest in what brought you into that music in that realm with the producers. Graffiti, what up, though?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, my friend?
Can't complain, man. I'm blessed to be here, man. Appreciate that.
I love it, man. We got some people chilling and kicking it with us right now over on TikTok. We got a bunch over on other platforms. Let everybody know who Graffiti is.
Graffiti, man. Graffiti. Well, first of all, I'm originally from Nigeria, Ondo. So it's like that sound back then is a lot different from, I guess you can say, American vibes or American culture, so to say. So I came to the States when I was 8, so 2022. Oh, not 2022, 2002. I came to Detroit, actually. So I actually stayed in Detroit. I was on the east side. So I stayed there for a little bit while. Yeah, I was on the east side.
Baby. It's west side all day, baby.
No, I went to the west side eventually, but I was on the east side for a little bit before we had to move over to the west. So just when I was just younger, man, the first person that caught my attention was After Saves, Michael Jackson. I remember just being so young and just looking at the screen and just watching the way he was moving. I was just like, who is this guy? What kind of music is this? And I was just like infatuated with his sound, with his style and everything. And so I took a little bit of that. And then when I came to Detroit, actually, my neighbors next door were, I think this is when 50 Cent was like just taking over the game, 2002. 2003.
Yep.
And he was just making a lot of noise, and I used to just notice my neighbors were just like, "Oh, 50."
Lost him.
Right, we know good. like he just dropped the album or whatnot. So I just fell in love with that. I'm just constantly listening to rap and listening to hip hop and just getting more involved with that style and the music. So I just took a little bit of like 50 Cent, a little bit of Michael Jackson, and just like that's pretty much what kind of like graffiti is. It's like it can be aggressive, like songs like Talk Heavy, and then I can do songs like Leak, and then make it make sense to where it's more just dance vibes and everything. So it's a collection of different sounds. So I look at art as music. I see it as colors. So to me, each color kind of like represents like I might see red as in more like violet colors. I might see blue more of like calm. I might see yellow as in sun. So I see music as in colors. So and that's what just graffiti is. It's just like just colors, music, just explaining music and colors and so to say. So
that is hey, look, man. You put the cap on it for me. I was like, okay, how does graffiti play into this? And that's a perfect way of explaining it, right? Like, so, you know, you're allowing music to show colors, which they actually do. Like that's the same. That's how we get. The word that I'm looking for is I just looked at this on not necessarily TikTok. It might have been IG, but you can take a bubble and put it on a speaker, and with a ring light, it creates those colors, shapes, and sounds that you're speaking to. So music does have color, shape, and sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, sound obviously, but colors and shapes. And if you connect like a speaker up top and below, and then you put the bubble and it connects, it can almost come into a 4D dimension with different type of frequencies and sounds. So that's 100% right on par, right on point, man. So I love to be able to hear that and know where that came from. Let's bring it back to Chocvillah. Chocvillah, how did we get the name? Where does Chocvillah come from?
Honestly, I actually went through 2 other names before reaching Chocvillah. First, it was Nocturner, and I made beats just to impress a girl, and I just made it just on some stupid stuff, you know, just on some young stuff. And then I changed it to Project Prospect, and I was kind of active in like the blog scene when it was kind of like the beat blog scene when it was first like kind of popping out. And then I landed on Chocvillah because I wanted to combine like 2 names that like kind of started it off for me. So as I was listening to Jay Dilla, I was also listening to Pete Rock as well. So Pete Rock's other nickname is the Chocolate Boy Wonder. So I took Chalk, and then I took the Dilla name and I put Villa. It was like as like a luxurious house kind of thing. So Chocvillah.
I love it.
So
hold on. Did you say Nocturner?
Yes, Nocturner. Yeah.
Is that like, so it's like Turner like a government, and then you just put knock because you made heavy knocking beats, or
no? I think it was like it was more of like I was looking up cool names, and I found this website that had like these expensive watches, and then they called this thing called Nocturne. And I said, "Ooh, that's a cool name and sounds expensive." And there was this one I was also thinking of like choosing Equinox or something like that. But
Whatupdoe?
I didn't like that.
I'm not gonna hold you. Nocturner was dope. My mind went another place though. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here like, so you had like Ike Turner, but instead Nocturner. So you out here knocking beats out and telling me to eat the cake like it. Your tag will always be eat the cake anime. Like, oh, that'll be fire, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, they come on like boom, boom, eat the cake anime, and that's your tag for every Nocturner did this.
Yeah.
Oh man, say less. So, guys, we're gonna hop into another song here pretty soon. From off the EP. Again, if you guys are just coming in, I do see some people in the chat. Priel, I see you in the building with me. What up, though? Katie Thomas is in the building. We also got Cole in the building. I see y'all all over on TikTok. Thank you guys for pulling up. Now, if you guys are still over on TikTok, man, could you guys do me one big favor? Hop on over on YouTube, hit the subscription button if you have not subscribed yet. Also hit the thumbs up just so we know that you're in the building with us. And then, you know what I'm saying, drop a what up, though, so we can get that that love from all all sources. You feel me? So if you're on TikTok, just do me that quick favor. Hop over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, but also hit that subscribe button as well. Now we're talking live with Chocvillah and also Graffiti.
It's pronounced Choc.
That's I was about to correct myself because I heard you do it the last Chocvillah.
Yeah, Chocvillah. Yep. Sorry,
and we're also talking to Graffiti here in the building with us, man. Thank you for the correction. Yo, Choc. I'm almost like I'm gonna say chocolate.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop it with Villa.
Chocvillah. Yeah, Chocvillah. Yep.
Love it. So when we were speaking to your inspirations, your inspos, and having that diversity to your sound, and you're speaking about Dilla, you're speaking about a plethora of other producers that have a very eclectic sound. What kind of direction did you pick in your mind to say this is where I'm going to kind of differentiate myself from other people? Because you just said, right, like, I want to create a different sound that's in Minneapolis or in Minnesota that they're not used to. Can you explain to us what that sound would look, or what that sound may be?
I feel like, man, I really chalk it up to no pun intended, but to K-Tronada, because he really kind of like made me think of like how, because for example, like Spray for Haiti off his one of his newer albums, I think, is EPs, I believe, that had Thundercat and Her. And Spray for Haiti had Makami on it, and it had this really nice flowy, like kind of like fidgety dance beat, like really cool stuff. And he was just rapping on it like on like a dance beat, and I was like, man, no one's really doing that, and like no one's really doing any like cool dance house vibey stuff. Like kind of like how he did the neo soul stuff, but like with original artists and stuff like that. And I think part of the reason why he did the remix is because he didn't have the people around him to make that kind of music with him, so he used remixes. But I could be wrong on that. But like I there's so many people out here that are so talented in Minnesota, and I just want to connect with them and just kind of put this sound out here in Minnesota and kind of just give this sound like a new breath of fresh air. Yeah. So it's just like, I think it would be a good look to Minnesota, and I don't really see any other places in any other regions really doing it like that, except probably like Canada or maybe LA or something like that,
like that. So when we look at the new project, right, we said we started with Talk Heavy. We're gonna move into a newer another song off the EP. What song kind of closely relates to exactly what you spoke to as far as in your particular sound?
I would say probably Talk Heavy.
Okay.
Because that one was like it fits so well with how Graffiti like flowed with the song. Because I think I remember him telling me when I made the beat, and there's a certain part in the beat, like I think at like maybe at the end of the 8th bar of the drum pattern, it just goes like boom, 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 and like he follows with it like shoom, shoom, champe. Like it just kind of it flows so well, and like he didn't even do that on purpose. He just flowed with it, and it just worked so perfect. And like that beat is just so airy and new, and kind of just like it's like like I said, like a breath of fresh air. It was just like a new thing that I just never really heard, but like the drums were funky enough, and like the synths were kind of going crazy a little bit, and
they were crazy.
They weren't going too crazy.
I like those synths, right? I like them.
They were simple enough. Like I didn't play any crazy keys, but I kept it simple enough to where it was effective enough to have like to carry a song with a vocalist on it. So I think that it was really great.
Dude, Graffiti. Talk to us about creating Talk Heavy and then your next favorite song. So first, let's talk about Talk Heavy. When you got the beat from him, from Chocvillah, what went through your mind? Did you know what you were going to do? Like, talk to us about Talk Heavy and your thought process.
Honestly, Talk Heavy was actually the last song that we recorded on the project. So I remember he sent me like a plethora of beats, and I was just going through all of them. And I saw everything. I look at music, like I said, everything is a feeling to me. So I'm looking for a certain emotion, something that just make me say, "Oh, that's the one right there." It's like if I don't get the feeling, you can send me 100 beats, I'm not even gonna listen to it. So I'm not gonna feel it like that. So when I heard the beat for Talk Heavy, it was just something about the drums, and that's one thing I love about Chocvillah. His drums are just like funky, almost like it's like African in a sense, but it's still just funky, hard, and aggressive. And it was just grabbing my attention. And I remember I was going to the studio. Before I even wrote to it, I was driving in the car. Sometimes I would just listen to the beat just to get a feel of it, like what direction am I going to go with this? Where is this going to take me? And I remember I would just keep listening to it, and I just knew it. I'm just like, man, this one is heavy. Like, I like this one. I'm definitely going to be able to do something with this. So even when I recorded it, I don't really write. I just kind of have like come up with a concept or a direction. Once I get the direction of the song, I just follow the lead after that. So when I did that song, it was just more so like I just wanted to make a statement on the song, because I feel like, once again, I look at music as colors. So in this one, it was more so dark, more like I wanted to make a statement, so to say, like, hey, if you're gonna do this shit, you got to do it all the way, or if you're gonna, say what you're about, then you got to be all about it. So it was just more so trying to not necessarily trying to stunt. And I remember Chocvillah told me, he's one of the times when we were making the project, he said, "Man, I like when you get cocky, when you get that aggression, I like that cocky graffiti a little bit." So I remember I put that in my mind. I was like, okay, I just have to find the right beat. So when this came along, it was just a feeling. It was just everything just connected at the same time. Just got in there, finished it within the same day, mixed it, and have it sent to him literally in less than 3 days. So it didn't.
Listen, that's heavy work right there. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all hearing it first from the fellas right now. We got Chocvillah, and then we also got Graffiti in the building. They were talking to the song of Talk Heavy. That's the first song off the EP of Shades, which is out on all platforms. So if you guys want to go listen to that first one, you can definitely do so, or you can replay this back once we are finished. This will be available on YouTube, so you can go to Catch This Vibe, one word, Catch This Vibe radio on YouTube, and then you can also listen back to this and then catch the vibe with what we're talking to. So we're gonna hop into Mims. That's the second track off the album. Then we're gonna talk about that a little bit and then keep this boat rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all tune in to CTV Radio, man. We the hottest around. Ain't nobody doing it like us right now. You see, we setting the trends. You hear me?
Oh, yeah.
It's CTV Radio. Live. In the mix with Biggie.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Shiba, 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 oh, Shiba, 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 oh, Shiba. Chaos is off the leash tonight. I did love you a long time. But it's ever since the way of the nights. Move with charisma. Shake like Shakira. Shakira. Make it make sense. Make it not make sense. Make it make sense. Make it not make sense. Make it 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 for me. Make it 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 for me. Let me see, baby. Got the keys to your interest. I know I'm reckless, but you still recommend me to your bestie. I know I look so majestic. Come here and taste everlasting. I know you the one, you want, you the one, you the one, you the one. Right, yeah. Right, yeah. You're Bluetooth for right, yeah. Make it make sense. Now making that make sense. Make it make sense. And making that make sense. Make it for my make it for my
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Ari Moon, and you're chilling with Biggie on CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe. You heard?
Yo, big shout out to Texas Girl or Texas Nitro Girl in the building. Shout out to my brother TJ in the building over on TikTok. Now, again, to all my TikTok family and friends over there, if you please can run over to YouTube real quick, type in Catch This Vibe Radio, Catch This Vibe, all one word, radio, hit the subscription button, hit the subscribe button. But not only that, man, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, show some love, say what up, though. That way we can bring you up on the screen and we can see who's all been rocking with us. I know we got some people over on TikTok right now, so we appreciate you wholeheartedly. That was Make It Make Sense, Mims, if you want to go ahead and put it that way too. But talk to us, fellas, about Mims or Make It Make Sense, because I love the beat. The beat was crazy. I'm gonna start with Chocvillah, and then we're gonna run into Graffiti. So, Choc, talk to us about the thought process of bringing Make It Make Sense to life.
Initially, I can't remember, man. I think it was on like a rainy day or something like that, like on a weekend early on, like I think early on in the summer. And I think I was just thinking of like, man, what can I make today? I felt kind of gloomy, but I also felt a little bit like excited. But I guess ultimately when I was like making something, I just went with ultimately like, well, with what was in front of me, I guess, because I didn't think about it too hard, and I didn't want to overthink it. So I kind of just went easy with it, and I started with the drums first to kind of make them like, oh, how to make this like kind of like African-ish, but like also kind of like dance-ish as well. Not exactly like Afro house verbatim, but like kind of like still dance like American dance at the same time. And then I just came up with just making something just gloomy and just something kind of like serious at the same time.
I love that, dude. I love it. And you can hear that in the song. So when you bring that out and say that this was the sound that I was going for, as soon as you said it was a rainy day, I felt it in the beat. Like I felt it like, okay, I can see that now. You know what I mean? And yeah. I think that was more with the brighter, airier sounds. I got it playing in the background so you guys can also hear and understand and know kind of where these artists are coming from with the song. I love that aspect of it too. Mm-hmm. It is a good sound. Like your sound as a producer is very backgroundy. So I can have it on and it not feel overpowering to maybe a conversation, in a space that you can be in at a gathering. It's not something that's just going to be like, oh man, who is this? Like, even if we don't hear the words, we can still vibe with the beat itself. So yeah. Kudos to you in that one, man. Cause like if you throw this on at a kickback or something, I don't think no one's gonna be like, hey, turn that shit off. They're gonna be like, hold on, who is this? What is this?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna kind of like rock into it.
Something easy listening to, something just to easily digest and kind of take it in easy.
Absolutely. Graffiti, man, when you got the beat and you heard it, what's like, where did our mind go? Where did like make it make sense?
I mean, make it make sense is a common phrase. I think that's something that everybody says right now. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I like to like, play with that, just try to use something that's very common that people say. And like he said, it was just when I heard the beat, automatically I was thinking about Supermodel, Runway, Afro House, underground clubhouse, just everybody's just jumping, just having a good time, no hard feelings. And then, it was just more just something like sexy, but not too vivid, so to say, not too aggressive, and just more so just something you can dance to, you can just vibe to, and just a chill, just a good time type of vibe. Somebody said, I had a girl that I played it for. She said, she imagined being at a club or at a underground bar or something like that, and just drinking some tequila and just having fun and just, turning up with her girls and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what the vibe was.
Absolutely, man. Thinking the same thing. Hey, shout out to Trey Riches in the building with us right now over on TikTok as well. And that's what I was telling. So, like I said, I had like a small little, because it's a good 10-minute jolt, right? Like this is 10 minutes. There's 4 tracks. It's an easy, quick listen, and it has, for me, replayability. So I'm able to play it and keep it on repeat because each song has a different note to it, a different feel to it. So it doesn't sound too repetitive. So even if I had it like listen to it 4 times in a row, it's not like, oh, I just heard 4 songs in a row again. It's almost like I pick up on something different. And this was it, right? This song made me think of like, and I kind of said it to you guys. I'm like, I feel like I'm in Ibiza. Like I'm at one of these, real live techno shows, but not necessarily techno, but like more house. I feel like I'm at a house show. You know what I mean? Like, and I think you're really grabbing the essence of that house slash what I want to say, house slash, I think the best way you said it was what the word I'm looking
like
for,
house
Afro house, neo soul, all of those kind of genres. I was like, man, because I grew up on neo soul, so it gave me that real influence on it, man. So I love what you guys are doing there. Continue to tap that screen, show some love, share the live. I appreciate you guys pulling up on us tonight. Right now, we got Graffiti and Chocvillah in the building with us. We're talking about the new EP that they just dropped about a month ago, called Shades. It is a hit, man. It's a lot of great music on here. It's a 4-pack. We've already got through 2. We're gonna go into a third one here pretty soon. When it came to this project, can you talk about what was an inspiration for it? Like, what started you two on the journey of making this project come to life?
I mean, basically, Chocvillah just hit me up. We were working previously before that, but it wasn't like nothing original, so to say. So he sent me the first beat, which was Make It Make Sense. And he would just say, hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, man, it's groovy. It has a vibe to it. So, and we were just, we didn't really have a direction. We were just creating music. We just, hey, you know what? Let's just create some songs. Then let's just see where we at. So down the road, we were just vibing, we're just working on it. And then when we just got into like the 4th track, I said, you know what, let's just make it a small EP. Let's just make it call it Shades, which is another way of saying colors. So it kind of goes with what you're saying, like how each song is kind of like a different color. Like Talk Heavy is dark, Make It Make Sense is more, I guess you can say, sunny, happy. Uncertainty is more red, more just like heartfelt, like emotional, and Leak is just more vivid and with the lyrics and everything. So it was just more so just trusting the process and just going with the flow. So we didn't really have like, let's just make a 10-track EP and follow that. It was just, let's just, what you think about this? I'm sending you a pack of beats. What you think about this? Pick one, and we just pick the best ones, and I think that's what we came up with Shade.
Boy, this interview is about to go down in history. Because here's the thing, bro. You drop him off. Like, I don't know if anybody reading between the lines, bro. Like, I don't know if anybody reading between the lines right now, man. Because I'm definitely reading between the lines. And what I'm saying and what I'm hearing is, even with something small of an EP, you definitely had a mindset of what you wanted to do, and you had a direction, right? And it was it's very intentional, as like you've been saying, colors, being intentional with, this is the journey I want to take y'all on. And when I say Chocvillah was able to kind of give that understanding just through he knew the assignment. That's what I want to say. He understood the assignment off the bat. I don't care which way it came. I don't care if it came from Chocvillah to graffiti, from graffiti. Like y'all just knew the assignment and was like well prepared for it, because the like when I first listened to it on my own, I was like, man, I don't know where this is going. I'm kind of like, but now that you're explaining it and I'm understanding who you guys are, I'm like, this whole thing makes sense.
Like, it makes sense.
It makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you gave it to me, I'm like, explain it. Like, I feel like this is where I'm coming. But now that you're saying, I'm like, fuck, it makes sense now. I mean, dog, you guys are getting some good shit right now.
Yeah.
All right, say, Chalk, man, talk to us about your side of the thoughts of like when, or if you presented it first, what made you think that he was the best candidate for your beat selections or for this project? Like what made you reach out to Graffiti?
Well, Graffiti didn't explain it, but way back then, I've kind of been supporting Graffiti back kind of years back, I think even pre-pandemic, and I've been to some of his shows, and he performed with some of my brother who runs by the crew TCDC, and he used to run it, and I'd get to go to the shows, and I'd see Graffiti there performing as well, and I'd check him out, and like we'd link up, and we'd say like, hey, one day we're gonna make music together sometime, because we both knew that we made music, but I think the only problem is that I was only using samples, and I still use samples a lot, but now that I make like original stuff, it's like kind of half and half, or at least I try to balance it that way. And so when I first made like original stuff like from scratch, I thought of Graffiti, and I was like, man, I was making a lot of house stuff and like dance stuff, and I was like, man, let's try to make something. So when I made like a couple of like Africanish sounding beats, I thought of Graffiti, and I was like, yo, what do you think of these? And I sent to him, and he's like, yo, I like these, like because we had worked together, I think, on another song before, and I think it was called Fog or Feet of a Geisha. And that was a really good record, and everyone was liking that, like from us. And we thought to ourselves, like, man, let's just make something again. And then we came together, and when I made the original beats, I sent them, hey, what do you think of these? And sent him a bunch of them, and then eventually we landed on 4 that he really liked. Originally, we were probably thinking of doing like 5 or 7, but we narrowed it down to 4 just because we just want to keep it condensed and want to have the replayability and everything as well.
That part.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah. So
I love it, bro. Without further ado, man, let's not keep the people waiting, man. Imani is in the building. CTG, I see you, my guy. Appreciate you pulling up. Jonathan, what's good, my guy? We're doing a dope interview right now with Graffiti and Chocvillah about their new EP that just came out about a month ago or so, and it is called Shades. We've listened to Talk Heavy, Make It Make Sense, and now we're about to hop into Uncertainty. And I need you guys to let us know how you feeling about it, man. And if you guys missed any of this, you have the ability to replay this on Catch This Vibe Radio on YouTube. Catch This Vibe Radio on YouTube. Big Marv, I see you in the building, man. What up, though? And then you also have the ability to go download and stream the 4-pack EP out on all platforms. Again, it's called Shades. You want to look up Graffiti. You see the name right under the man is GRA33ITI. So make sure you go ahead and tap in with that one. He says it's the T9 way. When he told me that, man, he brought me back to T9.
Wow.
My T-Mobile phone. I'm over here like, you know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. I appreciated that one. You feel me? That's right. Keep tapping the screen, guys. If you are brand new over on TikTok, I need you to do me a favor. Run up over on YouTube. Run up over on YouTube. Type in Catch This Vibe. One word, Catch This Vibe. Hit the subscription button. Hit the bell notification. And also hit the thumbs up. If you like it, say what up, though. You hear me? But let's get into Uncertainty here on CTV Radio.
Yeah,
It's CTV Radio, live in the mix with Biggie.
Oh my dear, you barking up the wrong tree. You barking up the wrong tree. You don't see what you did. Count your days. Count all the days in the week. 2 weeks is hell to even seek. Being on the fence about it. The heat is falling on me. The heat is falling on me. Yeah, yeah. The heat is falling on me. It is consuming me. Creatures crawling on me. Bitches quiet around me. Yeah, yeah. The heat is falling on me. It is consuming me. Maybe this life ain't meant to be fair. Ain't meant to be fair. It's meant to be fair. Maybe this time I'll stop talking rubbish. Stop moving sluggish. Uncertainty is clear. Winning, yeah. So caught up in winning, yeah. Living, yeah. I ain't living yet. Feeling, yeah. Detached from these feelings, yeah. Tripping, yeah. I'm tripping. The heat is falling on me. The heat is falling on me. Yeah, yeah. The heat is falling on me. It is consuming me. Creatures crawling on me. Bitches quiet around me. Yeah, yeah. The heat is falling on me. It is consuming me. Maybe this life ain't meant to be fair. Ain't meant to be fair. It's meant to be fair. Maybe this time I'll stop talking rubbish. Stop moving sluggish. Uncertainty is clear.
All right, man. That was Uncertainty. Graffiti on the track, man, but we got Chocvillah on the beat. Talk to us, Graffiti, about your thought process in creating this one. What were you going through? What brought this to life?
I mean, I think there's a certain part where everybody's in life, they're uncertain about the direction they're going. You know, you're not sure if you're making the right decisions. You're not sure if you're doing the right things, and it's just like that can carry a lot of weight and put a lot of weight on your shoulders. And feel like I said, the heat is falling on you. And at that time, I'm not gonna lie, Chocvillah can testify to this, that I was going through a lot at that time, and I was just telling him, hey, I need to take a break from music. I don't know if I really want to finish this project right now. And but one thing about music is the best thing you can do is express how you feel at the moment. So at that moment, everything was just uncertain to me. I had just got fired or quit the job that I was working at. I didn't know what I want to do. I was just confused about a lot of things. And I think we all as humans, men and women, go through a phase where we're just not sure. So, and that's why, as I said, the uncertainty is clear. It's clear that I'm not sure what I'm doing. And, there's just so much going on. So it was just uncertainty. You're just not sure what the direction you're supposed to take, but, you're just going to keep going anyways. And hopefully
gotta keep it moving, bro.
Yeah.
I relate to that extremely. I think a lot of people, like you were saying, a lot of people have been in the space of relating to that moment where nothing is clear. Nothing. They don't know what's going on. They don't know where, when this is gonna happen. They don't know anything. And I love that, you was able to embody that into this, into this song, so people can kind of relate to it and sit back and listen to it. Because then, my thing is that I've always been a person that needed music, like sometimes to lean on. So I needed something to relate to, and I would hate to always have to go to like rough hip hop or extremely mellow R&B sounds, right? I was loving this more house enthused, this more the synth, Chocvillah. Let's talk about that for like a hot second. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the synth that you were using in these songs instantly made me want to go find a few more house songs that I really rock with that were more higher like BPMs and kind of get you there in a real dance mood. But I love that you've been able to, in this song Uncertainty, bring that and scale it back a bit and allow us to kind of bask in it. What made you decide when you're creating this track in particular to bring a more still synth house flavor to it, but slow it down to more of a not necessarily R&B, but just a slower range of song for us to kind of like sit in?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what I was just because usually when I usually start creating something, I don't have any like preconceived thoughts of like what I should make unless it's like with a sample. But if it's like original stuff, it's the same thing. Like I don't have any preconceived notions of how I should make an original. I just kind of go within the spot. But I think with this particular beat, as soon as I got like the horns, I really knew what to do with it and kind of just make it into like this Kanye 808 Heartbreaks kind of feel to it. And I just wanted to make something serious and something different and like unorthodox from what I usually make. And I just kind of, and then I knew this was kind of like a powerful emotional song. And I was kind of like, I had it in the vault for somebody to like for a female R&B artist, but then I couldn't find anybody to sing over it. And then I said like, Graffiti was looking for like a slow R&B-ish type track. And so I sent him that one and he was like, this is perfect. And
this is it. Right.
This is it. But at that time, he was like, man, I'm not trying to do any music. I don't think I'm going to finish this album. I was getting worried. I was sweating. I was like, yo, no, we
almost plans, to the home front.
We're almost done. Like we're like 2-3 tracks in. Like, but I didn't want to be selfish like that. So I allowed him. I gave him space. And I allowed him some time, and I gave him some words of encouragement just to kind of like, set him off right. And eventually he came around and he just made this emotional packed track, and it turned out great. So I'm just happy with the results that came out with it.
Awesome. How long was this in work for this project?
Man,
what, January?
I think it was the beginning of January. I think we started talking like early last year, I think, right?
We started talking about the project, but we didn't actually get to this because remember we did the previous one, the one with the samples. And I would say late December when we talked about it, but January is when I received the first beat.
Yeah,
so,
gotcha.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And then you guys went from there, a few months at a time, a couple weeks at a time. That's dope, man. That's dope. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard pretty much all of it. We've saved the best for last. You know we saved. I shouldn't even say we. They saved the best for last. They knew what they was doing when they put this together. One thing that we were talking about before we hop into it, and you guys are going to get to understand, we were talking about this off camera, and I kind of want to get your feedback. I know you told me a little bit, but I kind of want to have it on here to use, right? I've always been a fan of it. One of my favorite artists is Dwelle. At the beginning of his first album, he has a full song, and at the end of that full song, it goes into like them being in a studio session. And he said, "Nah, man, I kind of want that West Coast. I want that sound where it goes do 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 do." And he goes, "What? Like do that?" He goes, "I wanted to go do 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 do." And then the next time he said, "No, I want it like," and then it goes straight into the track 2. One of my favorite like track 1, track 2 like combos. I love it. And you guys kind of do that in this one. But I felt like you guys were referencing in the earlier part of the first song of this last song, one of the early part of the EP, like track 1 and track 2, I felt like, right? I could be wrong. And that's why I'm here to ask that and clarify it. What kind of made you guys give that short 5 to 10 second skit at the beginning of this track? What processes y'all going through when you wanted to do that?
So originally when I made that beat, I was thinking like it could be like a nice sultry song, like a nice sultry playful song for like the ladies. And so I sent it to him, and I just said I sent him the message like, hey man, you should probably take in this direction. Try to do this with like taking this direction. It's like, you make it look easy, girl. You make it look easy. You make it look easy. Like something like that's like letting you know, like, yo, girl, you make it look so easy and you're so fine, kind of thing. And then when I got this track, I was like, oh, okay. This is very interesting. I was like, he took it a step even further. And so I was like, I let it rock, because I mean, I don't want to take away from because it's supposed to be a 50-50 deal, you know, like creatively. So I didn't want to take away from what he originally thought the record might want to go into the way he had intended to. So yeah. So yeah.
Graffiti, talk to us about it, man, because you the one that set the tempo, baby. He said sultry. Graffiti didn't hear sultry. He didn't have that.
It was actually, you know, it's crazy. This one was probably the most frustrating song on the project, because I remember when he gave me the idea, I was just like, okay. And I remember when I was recording it, I did like 4 or 5 different versions of it. I was just like, let me try it his way. Let me try that. Let me try that. I'm just like, nothing is sticking. I'm not getting that feeling once again that I'm looking for. Yep. And I was just like, you know what, bro? Just say what you're feeling. Just say some shit that you're feeling on. I'm just like, this is some definitely some rave Afro house, like literally, or just house music. Is just some vivid type lyrics, like just nasty, you know what I'm saying? And just some shit that I know when ladies hear it, they're gonna be like, oh shit, they're gonna move to it. So pretty much what I did, I took his concept, but if you actually listen to the song, I didn't say I make it look easy, but I kind of like played with the melody a little bit for what he said towards like the chorus. So he kind of like directed the way of the song. But what I did is, like he said, I took it a step further, and I just made it to where, oh, you make what look easy? Oh, you make leaking on my shit look a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just took it. I just say, you know what? I hear what you say, but this is the way I heard it. You know what I'm saying? So let me take that idea and just bake it on here. So that's,
ladies and gentlemen, let's just stop playing around with y'all. That's it. This is just time to stop playing around with y'all. It is my guy Graffiti right here. Let me get my hand back in the shit. My guy Graffiti right here. We got the producer Chocvillah in the building with us. This is the last song on the EP. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're brand new in here and you're just walking in, double tap that screen, share it live. We got an exclusive on the way. We've been listening to the EP called Shades from Graffiti, produced by Chocvillah. I need y'all to go stream this. I need y'all to go download it. I need y'all to go buy it. It's 10 minutes. It gives all colors. It gives music colors. That's the best way I can describe it, and the best way that Graffiti described it as well. It gives music colors, and once you listen to or go back and listen to this interview, you're going to see exactly what he and they were speaking about, right? So this is the last one. I like how he said it is vivid, 100% vivid, but not only from just the vocal or from the artist standpoint, but from the musicality of it as well. So I want you guys to enjoy this one. If you're brand new, Kaya, I see you in the building. I also see C in the building. Whatupdoe? I need y'all to do me a favor. Run over to YouTube, double tap that screen. But I also need you to go hit the subscription button, hit that thumbs up, and hit that bell notification. I got my brother DJ D-Cell over there on Twitter, not Twitter, but Twitch. So I appreciate you for pulling up, my brother. Thank you so much. But we about to get into this thing, man. Here we go, man. This is I gotta get it pulled up. Hold on, give me a second. This one is called Leak. Y'all gonna know why in a second, man. Here it go.
Get your thumbs ready. Tap the screen. This is a CTV Radio exclusive.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not above the age of 21, it is time to vacate the premises.
You ain't got to log off, but you got to get the off this live, man.
CTV Radio has now entered into the red light hour.
Get the point good.
And here it is. It's my guy, Graffiti. Song is called Leak.
You make it look easy. You should make the song go like, you make it look easy, girl. You make it look easy. You make it look easy, girl. You make it look easy. Something like that.
Leak on my shit. Leak on my shit. Leak on my shit. Look how you just dripping and shit. Leak on my dick. Leak on my shit. Leak on my shit. Embrace that shit, girl. Cream that. Leak on my shit. Leak on my shit. Leak on my shit. Look how you just dripping and shit. Leak on my dick. Leak on my shit. Leak on my shit. Embrace that shit, girl. Cream that.
All right, man. That was Leak by Graffiti. And then you got obviously Chocvillah on the beat. Oof. Man, I'm just saying that I just became a fan of your synth, your style, your music. I wouldn't mind, bro, if you end up ever putting together a playlist where you're doing not necessarily a lo-fi, but like just a house beat, like a house playlist or some shit, dude, of just your beats.
I have a plethora, well, I don't have a plethora, but I have a lot of music on my SoundCloud, and I have like a bunch of originals on there that does like house stuff and stuff like that too. I'll post every once in a while too. So
that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's what I need for you to do, guys. If you want to hear more of the beat, though, the production value from Chocvillah, go look him up on his SoundCloud, like he just said. Is it the same? Or do we find it just like how you have it above my head here?
Yeah, SoundCloud.com/Chocvillah. You can also find me on Instagram. Yeah, I guess we'll do that stuff later, but yeah.
Yep. So nobody, we're gonna do that here in a hot minute, man. So again, the EP is out, man. That was from Graffiti. Before we get out of here, man, it's obvious. Like we don't have to go into too much dialogue on why or how this song came to life, it is very apparent of you telling some shorty like, yo, look, he said, what he said, I need you to be comfortable with it and come cream on my shit. I said, wait a second. My man going for the gusto. He said, get comfortable. And Graffiti, talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby.
I mean, it's just like I said,
it is what it is.
Like, it's just, what else can I say, man? It's just
you can't say that. The record speaks for itself.
Just cream, just do your shit. You know what I'm saying?
That part, the record speaks for itself. Hey, man, shout out to C for pulling up over on YouTube. Appreciate you, C. I see you in the building on both ends. We appreciate you. We got Kaya in the building. She over here with the shrugs, the shoulder shrugs. I see you, Kaya, over on TikTok. You know what I mean? Guys, we just had a dope interview, man. I need you to go run this up, man. Go find out exactly how and why they put this together. I'm excited to hear more from you guys. I really do appreciate and thank you for doing what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Putting this music together, putting this little 4-pack together. Not low, I don't want to say it like that, but like putting this project together and really pushing it, man. So continue to do the hard work. This is the hard work. I hopped onto my IG and I see Graffiti already doing this thing. He put the talk heavy with the runway walk, had the yams all over my screen. Almost got me in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Daughter came running up. I had to put the phone down. I'm like, what you get out of shit? Get out my business. You know what I'm saying?
Grown folk business.
That's it. He had the yams talk with the talk heavy in the background. I love it though, but that's the kind of stuff that you need for your marketing, for your getting your music out there to others so they can start hearing and, you know what I'm saying, jiving with it. That's the best way to do it. So as this project still continues to unfold and get out of that newborn stage, what are some of the things that you guys have coming up next? Is it in a phase where we're still waterfalling this project, or are you guys ready to move to a new project already? Let us know kind of what's next for you guys.
Well, we have some shows coming up for the project. We don't have a deadline or a date yet, but we're going to be doing that. And the project just dropped last week Friday, so we're going to be promoting it heavy for at least for the next, I want to say 6 months, something like that, to like, you know, midwinter. Then after that, then we'll see where we're at with that and how the people are responding. And then we'll, you know, consider doing another project. So shows coming up, more interviews, and we'll probably do another visual, probably to like one of the singles, depending on how people are reacting to the songs and which one that people want to see actual visual for. So, and yeah, just marketing the shit out of it, man. Just getting out there to the masses and trying, you know, connecting with the DJs and just market.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna front. If the people want like a video for a leak, I don't even know how we're gonna pull that off, bro.
You got it, man. Let that mind wander, man. You creative shit. Actually, you know what would be dope though? I'm not even gonna hold you, man. And a lot of people make it. And you can probably do some real fun stuff with fruit. There's a lot of fruit like that has the hand and is very sensual. And you can probably put it to something of that nature, bro, with a lot of good colors and vivid. But I remember
keep it wholesome yet suggestive.
That part. That was gonna be highly subjective. You know what I'm saying? But obviously it's with fruit, so it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying, really cross any crazy boundaries, right?
Right.
That's the most important. But that's from the artist, man. Graffiti's the artist. What about the producer, man? What do you have coming up next, man? Because I know that you're probably looking to get beats out. If you got any packs and if anything of that nature, if somebody want to get a hold of you for your beats, we'll definitely get into that part soon. But what you got coming up next, my friend?
As far as like my personal projects or just
yeah.
I mean, I just released an instrumental project on Apple and Spotify. It's called Night Loop. It's just it's a 12-track a little album, and it just has like instrumentals of just something you can play in the nighttime while you're in your car or, you know, at a party or just wherever. And it's definitely a vibe, and it's not too long. It's about like 27 minutes. So It doesn't take too much of your time, and if you like to vibe out to instrumentals, that's it for you.
It is Chocvillah, man. Go find him. It's real easy. CHOCVILLAH. If you're looking for that one on all platforms, you hear me. Now, as a collective, obviously, you guys are going to continue to push this EP, and then get some real good waves out of it. I do hope that this can help you out as well. If you guys do need to reuse any of this content, obviously you can go and catch it over on Catch This Vibe Radio on YouTube. It will be up forever. All you gotta do is go into it, hit the live button, and then all of the interviews will be there. Yours will be there for sure. So that way you guys can utilize it at your disposal. You hear me? All right, guys. That's it, man. Again, the EP is out. It is called Shades. Real clever. Now that you say it, now that I have more of an understanding, Shades has to do with colors. Graffiti does with colors. Chocvillah making sound, show colors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are definitely doing your thing. I love the idea of it. Before we get up out of here, though, my friends, let them know where they can find you. I'm going to pull myself down and let each person up on their own. We're going to start with my homeboy Graffiti, man. Let us know exactly where. Oops, how did you get here first, sir? Let's switch you out of there, man. Let's get my guy Graffiti up here. And then up here. I am getting it all messed up. There we go. Sheesh. Let them know where they can go and find you, my friend.
Man, everything at Graffiti, GRA33ITI. If you're looking for, I'm also an engineer, so if you're looking for mixes, masters, you can find me at Labrat. That's LABRAT at Labrat at all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. So yeah, everything at Graffiti.
So you can find me everywhere. Chocvillah, SoundCloud, Instagram is Villa the God, Villa the, and then GAWD. And usually you'll find me on either Instagram, SoundCloud, or any other social media that you can find me, either Chocvillah or Villa the God. And I also have a project coming out with a bunch of various rappers, and it's called Beyond Victory. So hopefully you'll see that project come out soon. I also sell beats, so if anybody's looking for beats in Minnesota or anywhere else that's watching, let me know. And yeah.
Yeah, man, those guys right there, fire, dog. I'm telling you, you guys definitely need to go tap in with Chocvillah as well as my guy Graffiti. The new EP is out. It is called Shades. It's available on all digital streaming platforms. Go play it for your shorty. Hey, shorty, I got a brand new track for you that I need you to do. You know what I mean? She's like, what you talking about? And I'm like, just listen to it. He gonna come in like, I make it look easy. I'm like, no, but you make this shit look easy, baby. And then she be like, what the hell are you talking about? You be like, leak on my shit. That part. You know what I'm saying? No, don't let me go ahead and play these roles, man. I don't know why I do this to myself. Anywho, man, y'all know where to find me, man. My name is Biggie. I'm here on CTV Radio almost daily, man. We got a new schedule back in action. I have a lot of things that has freed my time up, so I'm excited. My children are going to be back in school, so we'll be able to get back to this as a usual scheduled programming. But tonight you caught the interview style, so if you guys are rocking with the interview, just drop hashtag CTV Radio in the chat. If you want to see more interviews, type in hashtag more. Let me know how you feeling. We are live on several platforms. We got TikTok going. We have Twitter, Twitch, Book, and also YouTube. We got all of them running at one time. You know what I'm saying? You already know the vibes. We got everything moving and grooving here on CTV Radio. Fellas, stick around for like a hot second. We're going to close this up. TikTok, I might be coming back tonight. I know, Fabian, I know I got your music. I know I'm supposed to be playing yours. We're definitely going to try to get into it. I don't know if you're still in here, Fabian, but I appreciate you rocking with me through this whole interview. What I will say is this, man. If I don't come back tomorrow or tonight, I'm definitely back on tomorrow. And you're the first up, my guy. You're the first up. We're going to do something special for you. We're going to run you through a few songs. You know what I'm saying? So if you got like a little packet that you want to send me, bro, send the packet up. We're going to listen through the whole thing. You feel me? But other than that, man, we got a lot of other great things in store. To all my independent artists, if you are in the building, we have a new packet. We have new packages available for you throughout the year. If you have a 12, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, I got a brand new packages that are ready to go. I'll be posting that real soon. So tap in with your boy. You hear me? Before we get up out of here, I want to tell you this. Continue to be your absolute best, because being empowered starts today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. When we do all three of those, we're in our alpha state. So stay primal and get after it. Last but not least, man, my biggest thing is protect your peace and drink water. Protect your peace and drink water. Like my big brother TJ will always say, whatever you do, make sure you do it big. You heard? All right. He say, where's my pack at? You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Hey, y'all crazy out there. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all in a moment, man. Peace.
Oh, yeah. It's CTV Radio. Live in the mix with Biggie.